Good morning, everybody. It is currently 11:28 a.m. Let me just close this real quick. Sorry about that. Yep, there's Xena in all her glory. I've actually, I'll show you this. This is pretty cool. Got this a couple of weeks ago, or a week or so ago, from a viewer at the Carboot sale. So that is now up on the wall. So if you're watching, yeah, I told you it would go up on the wall, and it's gone up on the wall. Bit messy here, I need to clean this up. I want to get this Adidas one. It lights up, but I need to find the cable, and then obviously I need to work out how to attach it, because this wall is only thin. I don't want to go through into a next door's office, obviously. So there we go. Bit of an update in the life of me. We're still at the office, obviously. There's the high street. Spoons is still under construction. No, but little update. I passed my driver's test, so there we go. We are now driving, which is great. Which means I can go out and about, take parcels, drop stuff off, go to the skip, go to Carboots if Johnny's not available. Like this past week, he was away on holiday, so I was still able to go out, which is great. What else? I can go on holiday. I can drive to holiday. If I want to go on the Eurotunnel or something, I can do that. So that is cool. But anyway, yeah. Today we got parcels to pick as usual. The office is decently clean. It's not massively clean. Did a little auction last night, so this is what I got from there. Just charging up the battery. For this, paid £4 with a working battery, or so I think. It is currently charging up. The light is on, so I think this is all good. Hopefully we'll find out in about an hour, because that is about £40 if that works. And then the main body, get about 30 for the base, 10, 15 for the handles, so about 80 quid on that. Got a Cree cut, which is cool there. Don't know if that works. Didn't come with the power cable or anything, but it doesn't look broken in any way, so I'll probably just list that as like spares or repairs, untested sort of thing. And then this box of electricals and a few games and stuff in there. Genuinely don't know what's in here. This looks like a part of a drum kit or something, I don't know. A Dyson. I'll probably charge that up and see if that works. This sort of DVD player is not worth anything. I have no idea what this is. Camera of some sort. Looks cheap and naff. Nikkei, yeah, that's not worth anything. As far as I'm aware, a few games. But yeah, so I do have the trolley back today. So because it's a bit cleaner down the aisles, we can actually use this today, which is nice. Let's get this cloth off the floor. I got a little bit of a car boot pile going on here. So you're no longer allowed to sell these G-Tech handhelds on eBay. There's some sort of recall on the batteries from the government, and they are just getting pulled off eBay now. So I'm going to sell those at the car boot. They're untested, so yeah. These two, they fully work, but the batteries were broken when I bought them, so they're going to get sold as spares, obviously, down the car boot. Got a shark pole there, a couple books left over. This water filter thing, I was unable to test it. Probably a lot of the stuff from the auction will end up going to the car boot as well. These are all just bits and bobs from vacuum cleaners. That will all go to the car boot as well. So yeah, I'm able now to unload some stuff at the car boot if I want to. So that is good. So anyone that needs any of that stuff, if you see me down the car boot, I'll give you a good price. So yeah, all my clothes down the end I need to go through. This unit is finally looking clean. I have put a few more bits on there, but the general state of the shelving here is a lot cleaner, so I have space to put stuff on when I buy it. Still haven't done anything with the top shelf yet, so just ignore that for now. But yeah, let's get the orders rolling, shall we? So let's get it up. I've got 22 to pull, I believe. And this runs orders through from today until Monday, I believe. Right, I now have a magnet on my case for the car, and it's now sliding off here, which is a problem. So I need to come up with a better solution, so I will be back in a minute. Right, well, I already knew I was a genius, but this is genius. Rubber bands. Look at that. Oh, okay. Maybe not full genius, but slightly. Until I can get a case attachment thingy bobby for the thing, this will do. Right. Let's see where we're at, shall we? Right to the bottom. First things first, we have got some bowls. I literally only listed these the other day. I don't even think the video's come out from when I bought them yet, but there we go. I paid £5 for these. These are Pyrex Cinderella bowls. One slightly larger than the next. And these sold for $59.99. So there's a white one and a blue one. So those are really nice. £5 into 60. I will take that. Right, on BenQ, again, another item I only listed the other day. So this is a Sony Handycam. I'm unable to test it. But I sold it for $89.99. If it was fully working, tested and all that stuff, or if I was able to test it and it was fully working, sorry I should say, it would have been probably $150, something along them lines. But I sold it about half price. For someone that's, you know, able to use it or fix it if there's an issue or whatever. But since I was unable to do that myself, I will allow them to do that. So, right, down in H1 we've got a phone case for an iPhone 14. I am going to unload these bowls because them clanking around scares me. So let me move that out of the way. Might as well unload the camera while I'm here. Right, H1. Was it H1? H1. Is it these? Yep, here we are. iPhone 14 case. That sold for £3.60. And then in Y we sold a Samsonite. This is like a travel bathroom kind of little bag. You hang it up and like you can have your toothbrush and face creams and whatever in there. I don't really know. Right, then back down on air fry. So do a little bit of a 3-point turn there. We've sold a set of Harry Potter little Funkos. They're like mini Funkos. So where would they be? Is this them? Yeah, here we go. So these, I think a majority of these came from a Christmas advent calendar, but there is some duplicates and some extra stuff in there. But that went for $25. Then I've sold a set of Beatles cassettes for $59.99. They should be around here somewhere. Here they are. I believe these are going off to Japan. They're definitely going GSP somewhere. Didn't make too much money on these. I could have individually listed them, but you know what? I couldn't be bothered. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely could not be bothered to go through them all and individually list them. So I just did one big bundle. They're all Beatles. They're all re-releases. They're not the originals. So yeah, 55 on that. GSP. On the Matsui shelf for £36, we have sold a tub of accessories. That's over here somewhere, I believe. Is it those ones? No, it can't be those ones. Just a single tub. Literally right in front of my face. Here we are. I was looking at the wrong shelf, to be honest. So that little set there sold for 36. Also on Matsui, we sold the new Dualit toaster that I got the other day. Sold for 100. I paid £60 for this, and where is it? It was like a Ninja Foodie oven. This is basically brand new. It's been used once by the looks of it. So I got 100 for that. So we're already in the profit. And then the oven. Where is the? Oh, here it is. It's like an all-in-one Ninja Foodie oven. So it's £30 each on those. So I'm already in profit on them. So that is great. Right, train box. This is a good question. Where is the train box? Because I've not sold anything from the train box since I moved everything around. So where is that? That is a good question. It's not going to be up there. That's coffee stuff. Ah, here we go. Right down the back. Right, so it was this. That's sold, I think. Yep. Probably not worth having the rest of that stuff listed anymore, to be honest. So this little doodad here is a BP, British Petroleum Garage petrol pump made of metal, with the lights missing, and that sold for £3.63. So yeah, the rest of the stuff in that tub is probably not worth having, so I might just get rid of that. Right, top shelf. Apparently we've got some snow boots. Here we are. I found them. Boom. Oh, I remember them now. Now I double checked the listing. I remember they came in a box. Wow, that was lucky, because I would have just refunded that otherwise, and then I would have had it listed, unlisted on the top shelf forever. Okay. Right, back down here, Matsui shelf 46. We have a blender. Is that 46 there? It sure is. Right, let's move this lamp out of the way. Pick up the cable before I stand on it. Oh. Make sure this is not going to drop off and land on my foot. That can squeeze in there. Right, that's sold for $59.99. That is a lovely amount. I'm happy with that. Then we sold some turtles. Right, this is the third and last set, I believe, of Ninja Turtle glasses. Yep, 25 quid. We still have some Smurf, some Pinocchio, and some other bits and bobs in there. But bearing in mind I paid 20, I believe, for the whole lot, and I've sold 5 sets for £25. I've probably made about 125 on them so far. Right, BenQ, we sold a KitchenAid for £50. This is a kettle that was just on this shelf forever, hidden. Got round to listing it. Sold right away for £50, which is fantastic. Right, we're gonna have to do an unload, I'm afraid. And so far this morning, I think I'm on £280 of sales, and it's not even 12 o'clock yet, so that is great. I am still cross-listing, by the way, over to Vinted every now and again. When I get some electricals up, I am putting them over, and like in my last video, every time I do that, my eBay sales do go back up. I don't know why. Someone in the comments said it might be to do with SEO, search engine optimization, because the titles are exactly the same. Search engines are basically doubling the results and then listing or showing your eBay results higher up on the search engine. But as much as that sounds plausible, that doesn't really explain why my percentage only went up in the promoted section rather than the natural finding or off-site results. I would have thought SEO would have bumped that up rather than the promotion tab, but I don't know. It's all very strange. And if you join the Discord, by the way, free to join, link in the description. There's a lot of people in there that have been using Crosslist, and successfully as well. Every day someone in there like, oh, I signed up to Crosslist, I moved stuff over to Vinted, and now my sales are going through the roof. eBay is picking up and everything, which is great. That's exactly what I want to hear. Obviously, I don't want people signing up to a software or something and it's not helping them out at all, but everyone seems to be loving it. Everyone's sales are going up, which is great. So yeah, check it out, crosslist.com. If you sign up, use code SLOTH, all capital letters, you do get 30% off at checkout. And yeah, or just use the link in the description. I think that automatically gives you the discount at checkout, but you can still put the code in as well, just in case. Right, that is now unloaded. What do we need to go get next? C1, okay. So I sold this the other day and this came back as did not fit, and it is now sold again, this time GSP, so fingers crossed it doesn't come back again, because that would be expensive for me. I kind of didn't really want to send it off GSP because if they do like doesn't fit or something, I might have to pay for the return, which would be annoying, but it's sold for £30. The problem is it's a trench coat, and trench coats are always massive. Like, it says it's an XL oversized, so it's like it's an XL, but it probably fit like a 2XL, maybe a 3XL, because it's a trench coat and it's oversized as well. I can only put on what it says on the tag, unfortunately. So right, and also if it's going abroad, their sizing might be different. So they might come up way smaller as an XL, and then they get it and it's absolutely humongous sort of thing. So right, this is sold. I got 50 on this. So this is a coffee machine, and it just won't pump, unfortunately. It is a Sage. I think I paid £10 on this. It all heats up, it does everything as it should do, and then you go to make a coffee and it's just an endless pumping sound and no water comes out. I've tried everything to try and resolve the issue and it would not work, so I listed as spares and repairs for anyone that wants to part it out, and I took an offer of £50 on that, so still well in the profit, which is lovely. But unfortunately that would have been worth way more if it had fully worked. Anyway, S7, we've sold a pair of shoes. Right, we have sold these two. Let's get this out of the way. These two deck chairs here. These sold this morning, actually. Whoa, for £70, $69.99. Two lovely old deck chairs there. Oh, $63.99, sorry. Right, in T, box T, we've sold a soda machine. It's meant to be in here. What is going on today? Why is none of my stuff in the right box? There's no way I've sold this already. God, I'm actually useless at my job. Unless it's in T1. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What do you know? I'm an idiot. It was in T1 all along, guys. So yeah, I hadn't double sold it, but I will still go with I'm terrible at my job. Right. Fan shelf. We have sold a TV. Let's just walk down. Let's just walk down and get this one. Oh, by the way, I've opened up a new shelf and a half. As you can see, this is now full. This is the plates shelf. And this is the maps shelf, because I got maps on there first and plates on this one first, hence the names. This stuff is not meant to be here, so this will move. But yeah, 1.5 more shelves have now opened up. Right, we're looking for a white TV on the fan shelf. Here it is. With the remote, Logic TV. Fully working, of course. If I can get it out. Here we are. Nice 22-inch, I believe, TV. We'll put that here. And one more thing. Custom label 130. So I presume that means it's in the clothing section, which is weird. 130. It's in here. Oh, I see it. There she is. 130. And we have a hat. Right, there we are. That is everything. And this little temporary fix worked for my phone. I can now put my phone. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Sorry, that was my bad. Didn't even scroll all the way up to the top. I literally sold this just before I started filming on the drum shelf. The learner sign. And no, this was not my learner sign. I actually bought this after I passed. I found it at the car boot. It was £2. And it's just sold for $39.99. So there we are. A little bit of a bolo there. $39.99 that's just sold for. Right, that is it. That is all of my stuff that has to go out by Monday, but I'm going to do it all today. Pretty straightforward, all this, just standard boxes. That will be a bubble wrap into a card wrap into a big sack. Soda machine, easy, nice to pack. TV, probably the most annoying one to do. Coffee machine, box, bag, and bag. Have we got any more juice in this? Doesn't look like it, but I can test it, I suppose. The only problem is I don't know whether this works. So even if it doesn't power anything on, that might not mean that the battery is bad. Oh my god. We have liftoff. Oh, £4 down the auction. Fantastic. That is great news. Right, thank you everybody for watching today. There will be a car boot video this weekend, however I have to edit it, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, that may be Saturday, maybe Sunday. If I'm late, it may be Monday. It all depends how busy I am. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Use the word pass if you got to the end of the video, because of course I did indeed pass my test. So yeah, and remember, code SLOTH if you wish to sign up for crosslist.com, and you can move your listings over to whatever platform you desire with a click of a button. and a few extra clicks, but there we go. But yeah, no more manually re-downloading your photos and retyping titles and descriptions and all that. It's all done for you, which is fantastic. Get those extra sales coming through, and yeah, I will see you guys very soon with the car boot video coming this weekend. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.